Every nation carries a scar. But some scars run so deep that they shape the soul of a people. For South Africa, that scar has a name. Apartheid. The word means apartness, but it was more than separation. It was a system of control, built from centuries of fear, greed, and domination. When the National Party took power in 1948, they made segregation the law of the land. Not by accident, but by design. They believed that races should live apart, not as equals, but as master and servant. They created laws that touched every corner of life. The Population Registration Act, every South African was classified by race, white, black, colored, or Indian. The Group Areas Act, families uprooted, forced to live in separate zones. Townships rose like scars on the edges of cities, places with no power, no sanitation, no hope. The past laws forced every black person to carry an identity book. A document to prove their right to exist in their own country. Without it, you could be arrested. And many were. White South Africa, wealthy, privileged, protected. Black South Africa, silenced, humiliated, invisible. Children learned different curriculums, one for progress, one for servitude. A law even forbade love between races. The Immorality Act, because even love was seen as a threat to control. Yet, even in the shadow of fear, resistance grew. Nelson Mandela, Oliver Tambo, Walter Sisulu, and others in the ANC began to organize. Their dream was simple: equality, dignity, freedom. The system answered with bullets and prisons. In Sharpeville, 1960, police opened fire on peaceful protesters burning their passbooks. 69 people killed. But the world began to take notice. The resistance moved underground. Mandela and his comrades took up arms, not out of hatred, but out of desperation. He said, "When the oppressor has taken everything, even your dignity, you are left with only one choice: to fight." In 1964, Mandela was sentenced to life in prison. Robben Island. A rock in the sea. Cold. Isolated. Cruel. But even behind bars, he refused to bow. From his tiny cell, his words became light. Carried by whispers, letters, and the unwavering hope of a nation. Then came Soweto, 1976. The government tried to force black schools to teach in Afrikaans, the language of their oppressors. The children said no. Thousands of students marched, unarmed, brave, unstoppable. Police opened fire. The image of Hector Peterson, a young boy shot and carried through the streets, circled the world. The world could no longer look away. Sanctions came. Pressure mounted. And within South Africa, the spirit of rebellion grew louder. Churches, artists, writers, and workers all joined the struggle. Steve Biko rose with the cry of black consciousness, teaching that liberation begins in the mind. He said, "The most potent weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed." They killed him, but his words lived on. For years, the fires burned quietly. Until the world and the people said, "Enough." In 1990, the prison gates opened. Mandela walked free, older, wiser, unbroken. And in 1994, for the first time in history, South Africans of all colors lined up together to vote. The ballot paper was more than ink. It was redemption. Mandela became the first black president. The tears of generations watered that moment. But freedom was not the end, it was the beginning. Apartheid had ended, but its echoes remained. In the land, in the poverty, in the memory. And so began the long road of healing. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission, led by Archbishop Desmond Tutu, tried to stitch together what had been torn. Not through revenge, but through truth. South Africa was reborn, not perfect, but free. And through its pain, it taught the world something timeless. That the human spirit, when united, cannot be crushed. Not by chains. Not by walls. Not by laws written in hate. Today, the songs of the struggle still echo in the streets, reminding us that freedom is not a gift. It is a fight renewed every day. Apartheid tried to silence a nation. But from the silence, came a voice so powerful that it changed the world forever.